The MotoGP world was shocked by the news that Jorge Martín publicly revealed allegations of sabotage against Marc Márquez, allegedly perpetrated by Aprilia. The mysterious incident at the Mandalika Grand Prix has turned into a major scandal, raising questions about foul play behind the scenes. Was Aprilia really involved in the sabotage that nearly caused Marquez's accident on the track? Let's discuss it. Mandalika once again witnessed major drama in the 2025 MotoGP season. A race that was supposed to celebrate Marc Márquez's dominance with the factory. Ducati instead turned into a mysterious tragedy. The 8-time world champion was seriously injured after colliding with Marco Bezzecchi, an Aprilia racing rider who is now under scrutiny for his aggressive manoeuvres. The initially enthusiastic atmosphere quickly turned tense as red flags were waved and medical teams rushed to the scene. However, a shocking rumour has emerged behind the accident that has the paddock in an uproar. Allegations of sabotage and shocking testimony from Jorge Martín, who claims to know the dark details behind the tragic incident. A mysterious statement from Martín sparked a controversy that is currently rocking the MotoGP paddock. In a private interview with Spanish media, the Pramac rider reportedly said, "I can't say much, but there's something wrong with how Aprilia prepared that session. There's something that's not there." The short quote spread quickly on social media, sparking wild speculation among fans and observers. Many know that Martín isn't one to overstate a situation. He's known for being honest and outspoken, and for rarely holding back when he feels that something isn't fair on the track. His statement is all the more intriguing given his long history with Ducati, a team now driven by Marc Márquez after Martín lost his factory seat last season to the 8-time world champion. Several inside sources have added another layer to the issue. They claim that Martín witnessed suspicious activity in the Aprilia garage before the race began. While there's no concrete evidence to present publicly, it's enough to ignite conspiracy theories in the MotoGP world. Rumours quickly spread. Was it true that Marco Bezzecchi received unofficial instructions to trip Marquez on the Mandalika track, a circuit known to be challenging for Ducati? The issue quickly spread. MotoGP observers deemed Bezzecchi's manoeuvre too risky to be considered a mere racing incident. Moreover, the incident occurred while Marquez was on an open track, not in a head-on duel. One Italian commentator even remarked, "The incident was too strange to be a coincidence, too precise to be spontaneous." Suspicions immediately turned to Aprilia management. Some Italian media outlets wrote harshly about the Aprilia boss, suggesting he was rotten inside. This metaphor implies internal pressure or excessive ambition on the part of the team to overthrow Ducati's dominance. However, Aprilia chose to remain silent. They only released a brief official statement. "We regret the incident. It was purely a racing incident with no ill intent on the part of any party." Nevertheless, this silence only increased suspicions. After arriving in Madrid with his right hand still bandaged, Marc Márquez finally broke his silence. On his social media account, the 8-time world champion posted a brief yet meaningful message. "Racing is tough and sometimes unfair, but I will always get back up," emphasizing that his fighting spirit remains undiminished despite his physical injuries and mental challenges. The post was quickly flooded with comments from fans and fellow riders offering prayers and support. In a brief interview before entering the treatment room, Marquez spoke calmly but firmly. He asked the public not to rush to blame Marco Bezzecchi, but also emphasized that there were things that needed to be clarified about the incident. Amid the chaos and heated rumours that shook the paddock, one young name stood out as a rising star: Fermín Aldeguer. The Gresini Ducati rider performed exceptionally well under pressure, seizing every opportunity with a composure uncommon for someone his age. While his elders were mired in drama and controversy, Aldeguer rode fearlessly, ultimately claiming the top step of the podium in near-perfect fashion. For many fans, this victory was about more than just a talented young rider. Aldeguer is now considered a symbol of Marc Márquez's living legacy, the fruit of the 8-time world champion's intense guidance over the past 2 seasons at the Gresini team. Marquez may not have stood on the podium that day, but his passion, technique, and winning mentality were clearly evident in Aldeguer's riding style. Marc may have fallen, but his legacy stands on the podium, said a Gresini crew member with tears in his eyes, expressing both pride and emotion. Aldeguer's victory was about more than just speed. It was about continuing an era in which Marquez's influence lives on through the new generation he shaped with his own hands and passion. After the incident, Bezzecchi approached Marquez and apologized directly. He insisted that his maneuver was not malicious, but a simple miscalculation at high speed. However, the FIM MotoGP is reportedly considering an official investigation, which could result in sanctions or penalties if a serious safety violation is proven. Ducati boss Davide Tardozzi made a pointed comment. "We respect Aprilia, but this incident cannot be taken lightly. Marc was injured not by bad luck, but by an avoidable manoeuvre. If safety rules are not enforced, the essence of racing will be lost." This statement sparked a chain reaction in the paddock. Following the Mandalika incident, several teams urged the FIM to tighten track regulations. Soon after the horrific accident at Mandalika, medical examinations confirmed the devastating news. Marc Márquez had suffered a fracture at the base of the coracoid apophysis in his right shoulder, accompanied by significant ligament damage. Team doctors stated that this injury required a full recovery period to avoid long-term complications with shoulder mobility, a vital area for Marquez's aggressive riding style. The decision was made. Marquez would be sidelined for the next two MotoGP rounds at Phillip Island and Sepang. The medical team and Ducati opted for a conservative approach, allowing the 8-time world champion to return to full fitness by ensuring the healing process proceeds naturally without any coercion. Marquez's absence was a significant setback, affecting both his personal title aspirations and the balance of power in the paddock. Ducati lost a key figure in their dominance, while rivals like Bagnaia, Martin and Acosta saw a golden opportunity in these two crucial rounds. The Italian media outlet Corsidimoto published a scathing opinion piece stating that the Marquez-Bezzecchi incident at Mandalika was Marquez getting his comeuppance. The outlet compared the incident to past controversial collisions between the two riders and suggested that Marquez had received his revenge at a circuit that had long been a source of concern for him. The outlet noted that the incident's aggressive, precise, and strategically erratic manner suggested an element of revenge. This opinion, while controversial, sparked heated debate among MotoGP fans and observers. The 2025 MotoGP is at a crossroads, balancing the beauty of sportsmanship with the ruthless politics of factory teams. Was Marquez's crash really the result of sabotage? Did Jorge Martín know something the public didn't? There's no evidence yet, nor has there been an official decision. The world waits to see if the truth will emerge or sink beneath the dust of Mandalika, swallowing up yet another legend. Share your thoughts below.